Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome to episode 6 of the Lazarus project. In the last episode, you remember we drew 0-0 with Bristol Rovers in our first league game of the season, and then we beat Burnley 2-0 in the first round of the League Cup. So we're on a high after that one, not so much after the league game, but we're looking to improve on that in this match. You might have seen we're playing Hartlepool, Jeff Stelling's team. Hopefully we get the win, because, we need to get off to a good start. We've got 1 point after one match, which is not a bad record. At least it's not 0 after one. And I know I kept saying this in the last episode as well, but you want to get wins as soon as possible. You want to get as many wins on the board ASAP. So we line up for this one. You might have seen that the team is basically unchanged. We'll get a line-up again in a second, because I can't remember exactly off the top of my head who I'm picked, despite the fact that I've just seen it on the screen. Shows how good I am. Players to look out for with Hartlepool. They got Luke James on the right hand side, or playing up front, wherever he decides to play. They've also got, I think his name's James Poole. They're number 10. Striker, quite lethal. They've also got somebody else who I can't remember the name of right now. I know Peter Hartley for Stevenage came from there, so he was their captain actually last season. Our lineup is as follows. There you go. Wallace, Raziak and Bartram making up the attacking midfield. Nimley keeping his place up top. Excuse me. Alex Ravel. That's who I wanted to remember. Alex Ravel. They've also got not Greg Rutherford. Is it Greg Rutherford? That would be quite funny if it was. Anthony Sweeney. I remember him. I remember Stevens playing against him last season. Oh boy. Right, kickoff. Here we go. And we immediately jump further on in the match, as you can see. Good ball down the line for the right back. He knocks it even further down the line for Wallace. He pulls it across goal for Bartram. Jinx is one way. Tries to cut inside, but ends up winning a corner. From the corner, Wallace will take. He is our set piece man after all. He will swing it in. It gets headed out, but only as far as Raziak. One touch to steady himself, and bang, 1-0 Portsmouth. That is a fantastic start. Raziak's first league home match for Portsmouth. I'm looking for reasons as to why this is a special goal for him. It's his first goal for Portsmouth. You can see here, good taken first touch and a cracking volley through a whole crowd of players and right into that bottom corner. Very, very well taken finish. Hartlepool a little bit stunned. Not long after the kickoff from our goal, they get a corner. And it bounds around the box a little bit, gets squared, and there's Luke James, and he misses. That's a really, really bad miss. Most players could stick their backside in the way of that, and it would go in. I think he went for power rather than placement and just got it all wrong. Pulled it wide of goal. So unlucky for him, but lucky for us. We got away with that one. Good link-up play here. Fantastic through ball into the path of Bartram. Good first couple of touches, and then he balloons his shot. Now this shot must have been pretty good, because it was worthy of a replay. You can see he just sort of sliced it with his left foot. Had a lot of outside swerve on it, and was always rising as it went over the bar. Not his best effort. I think I went for too much power there rather than placement. Bit like James. Right, free kicks. Sometimes they're a specialty of mine. This one not so much. It was a good strike from Nimley and a good save from the keeper, but you'll see from the following replay, he could see the ball the entirety of the shot, so he was always going to save it. If the ball had gone the other way, round the other side of the wall, then we might have been looking at 2-0. From the corner, good header, saved on the line. Not a bad effort again. Flinders didn't have to move too much to keep that one out though. However, his kick was poor, and we managed to get on another little counter-attack. Played into the path of Nimley, scuffed his shot along the floor. That's a poor effort from Nimley, you expect better. But that is a half-time whistle. So we go in, we don't go in all square at all, I don't know where I got that from. We go in 1-0 up, thanks to Raziak's well-taken goal. But there's still a lot of work to do, because there's a second half still to go, and Hartlepool was showing signs of danger, as you saw from Luke James's effort. It didn't go in, but it was a very dangerous moment for us. So we kick off the second half. We're looking to get a foothold in this second half from the offset, and we very nearly do with that through ball. Very well taken through ball. The attack isn't over because Wallace finds Raziak. He finds Nimley. Tried to feed it through, but it was a very, very poor pass. Little reverse, went slightly the wrong way. It was unlucky. Right. We picked the action up not that long after, actually, and we're chasing down their defence. They look as though they've got an escape route, and then suddenly he pulls it back. Well won from Ferry. Plays it through for Nimley. Good first touch. Bang. 2-0. Very well taken goal again. And it's that partnership of Nimley and Raziak, who hopefully will be very, very prolific throughout the season. But they've both got off the mark in this match. Armstrong scoring twice in the last game against Burnley, and now the other two have had their go, Raziak and Nimley. So that is 2-0 to us, and Jeff Stelling's probably crying into his Soccer Saturday suit as we speak. Not looking good on the scoreboard for them. Right, throw in. Nice little exchange of passes. Played down the line for Wallace. He pulls it back towards Raziak. Bit of a bumpy volley. He sort of topped the ball, came over the top of it, and it bounded wide. Our subs, Armstrong and Azo coming on for Padovani and Nimley, I think that was. Wallace with the corner in. Really good header from Chorley. The curve of the ball followed the curve of the net there. You can see it was so close to going in. Just caught the stanchion at the back as well. Not long left in this match. In fact, we're in the 90th minute now. See, we're just trying to see the game out. Jinxing this way and that. Trying to sense an opportunity. And that is full time. And we've won 2-0. It's our first league victory of the season. It puts us on 4 points after 2 games, which is a pretty good return. It's our first home league match of the season as well, so it's always nice to get off to a good start in front of the home crowd. And 2 goals from Nimley and 2 goals, 1 each from Nimley and Raziak, means that they're both off the mark. And they're both 2 players that, although they're both on loan at the moment, at the end of the season I'll be looking to make those loan moves permanent. So it's standing them in good stead. I know I won't be wasting my money on either of them, that's for sure. I'm just going to sit and watch the players high-five each other for a minute and clap. I mean, EA, they make some of the best-selling games on the planet. They make Battlefield. They have a part in hand in The Sims and SimCity and FIFA. Why have they not been able to develop technology that allows players to touch hands? I mean, really? They're trying to handshake each other and about 6 yards apart. It's just unreal. Anyway, second match of the episode, and we're against Torquay, again at home. And remember Luke James missing a really good chance in the last match? I decided to sign him. Those of you who've watched You Don't Win Anything with Kids, which is my football manager career, you remember we had Luke James on loan at the start of our league season. First season in the Football League. And he was actually pretty good for us. And I'd completely forgotten about him until he missed that chance for Hartlepool in the last match. And then I suddenly remembered. So after the game I put in an inquiry, and they came back with an amount that they wanted for him, which I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But it was well within our budget, so we put in the bid and it was accepted, and he agreed terms and we signed him. So he's sat on the bench for this match against Torquay. The rest of the lineup is pretty much unchanged, actually. So, you know, I'm happy with our starting lineup now. There's a few more changes that I want to make to the squad overall, and you'll see them happen in the next couple of episodes. But for now, I'm actually pretty happy with the way that this is going. We've got 2 good wing backs. We've got 2 good centre backs. We've got a really good goalkeeper, although his loan will expire at the end of the season, so we'll have to start headhunting another goalkeeper if we can't secure him on a longer term deal. We've got 2 good centre midfielders in Azog and Ferry. We've got 2 very good wide players in Wallace and Barcham. And then the 2 up top, Raziak and Nimley, will be looking to secure at the end of the season anyway. So the future is looking very bright for Portsmouth right now. At least it is with me in charge. A couple of other players who maybe we could bring through. We got players like Payne, obviously, who sat on our bench, who, in fact, he's not even on the bench, I don't think, in this match. But he's one who I'd like to bring through, play more first team games this season as well. So yeah, like I said, things are looking up. And we kick off against Torquay. And then straight away we jump forward to half time. Because absolutely nothing happened. in that first half. It was so boring. I couldn't get the ball into any kind of attacking position. They just surrounded me like bees. It was unbelievably difficult. Every time I got the ball near their box, a shot was blocked, a pass was blocked, a cross was blocked, and it always ricocheted away from me. Plus, my players were tired because they've played 2 league matches very close together. So I made the substitution at half time, as you saw there, and I brought on Luke James to make his debut for us. Considering this is the same stadium where he missed a sitter just a few days before, he must have been feeling a little bit nervous. But, he came on for Jed Wallace, so he was playing right midfield for us. And I stand him in good stead. He's a good player. We also bring on Armstrong and Padovani. I've noticed that bringing Armstrong on as a sub, he doesn't tend to be as prolific as if you start him. He doesn't seem to be as active. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's just because he's unhappy about being a substitute. Who knows? We had a good chance here. Armstrong just come on the pitch. Good shot, good save. Just ricocheted away from Padovani, who could have perhaps had a shot from the rebound as well. James there winning the ball back pretty well, but then bit of a strange pass, so we won't dwell on that. Here he is again on the ball though. He plays it down the line to our right back, exchanges passes, gets the ball back, and you might notice the clock at the top. We're in the 90th minute. And that's because, again, nothing happened in this second half. We had that one shot from Armstrong, and we had a couple of other little half chances, which mostly were blocked, and that was it. That's all that happened. It was the worst game I think I've ever played on FIFA. I wanted to put the highlights in here, although there aren't really any. I wanted to put the start and end of this match in here, so that you guys could see what was going on. But apart from that, it was a shocking match. It really, really was. And I can promise you, because I've already played the next few matches after this, that the season does start to pick up a little bit. We start to score more goals. There's a lot more action going on. Until then, guys, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and I'm going to leave you with the highlights, because they're doing the phantom handshakes again. So, until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And I'm going to leave you with these very, very poor highlights. And until next time, I will see you soon.
Thank you.